And hello everybody, welcome back to a new Let's Play. Today we start with the Anno 1800 challenges. So in that case, over the course of July and August, I'm going to focus on several Let's Plays of Anno 1800 in various forms, and we are focusing more on the competitive side, so we are not going to build the biggest city anymore. We've done that now 3 times. I rather want to focus on some challenges, especially when it comes to domination, when it comes to military combat. And in that case here, we're starting with a 1 versus 1 against Miss Hunt. And then we're going to do with 2 expert AIs, with 3 expert AIs, we're going to have some merchant AIs in the game, and we're also going to play some multiplayer, of course, and I'm eager for that. I hope you're doing fine, I hope you're sitting back, relax, enjoy. This is going to be tough, I think so at least, and if we lose, well then we just try it again. And with that, let's start a new game. We're going with Sandbox, we're going less guidance. Down here we go with, well, the guy that I like the most. Also, the cat in this case here, the cat and the black symbol. And then we come for the name. Now, in this Let's Play, I want to focus on my patrons that support me a bit, and I want to show you how appreciative I am. So I'm going to name Roland Deschen, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name the correct way. You are one of my supporters, and I want to show that with that. Now, for the additional content, what we have here is we're going to deactivate Sunken Treasures and the Passage. So I don't want to go with Crown Falls anymore, and I don't want to go with the Arctic anymore, because those are just extending the game for building stuff, you know. But we are not here for building this time, we're here for competitive gameplay, and in that case we just get rid of them and focus really on the randomly generated islands and randomly generated New World. We keep the bonuses intact. And now we go for the custom settings. Now I do have a random seed if you want to play along, or if you want to, well, try that map. There is the seed, and everything else is on expert then. So we have everything on the hardest difficulties once again. The only exception in this case is the island size. So we're not going with the extreme setting here, but expert only. That means the islands have a bit of a certain size, so we can build a larger city on it. And Miss Hunt is our enemy for now. It's a 1 versus 1, and that's about it. I'm going to turn off the traders here to increase difficulty, and the pirates are in the game as well on hard, and everything else here, as you can see, is then on the extreme, on the hardest settings. As we have here starting conditions, we have only a flagship, we have no harbor, a very small starting capital, and the map of course is not revealed, so we have to look out for all of those things. Now that's it. Conditions required. We can now choose a winning condition that we need to do. In that case here we don't, right? The goal is to defeat the enemy, defeat Miss Hunt, and that's really it. Which I was trying for quite some time, and that's really all I want to go for here, and I hope you enjoy this one. See you on the other side. And here we are now in the game that we have our enemy Miss Hunt. In that case, the thing is, I was thinking I could destroy her in this case here, but we don't have her on the radar yet, as long as she hasn't gotten an island or something like that. Alright, let's have a look around. We can see a few islands. We do have 1 island here, and we only have our little ship here, Cloudburst. Cloudburst with our little cat on board is all fine and beautiful, right? Enjoying some beautiful graphics there again. There we now discover the first islands. Let's have a look. We have an island here with hops and nitro. That is good, but it's not good for a starting island. We don't need hops as a starting island. It's pretty much the end for this island here. We have another island here, which has potato and grain fertility, lots of building space, 2 iron deposits and 3 clay deposits. Actually, I think we're going with this one here. I have no idea what else is out there. But since we're not playing with the largest islands, I think this is one of the larger islands that we have in the game, on the medium settings. And yeah, we have lots of building space here, we have good fertility, so potato and grain are both needed very much.
New orders?
So I think we will just go with this one here, right? Alright, here we are on the island. Let's have a look, let's find a good suitable starting location. Whoops. Yeah, that is looking fine. And there we have it, our first settlement. Now I'm also going to name this one of my supporters here, so Hayden. Hope you're reading this. You are the capital of this game.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Alright, and Miss Hunt has settled now too, and we need to hurry up now. So let's start with our first production, which is always... Wait a second, where do we have some good spaces? So here we have... I think I'm going to have some farms here. We have the iron deposits here. This will be my heavy industry area. And here we have a bit of wood and stuff like that. So I might just have my woodworking for now here in that area. And yeah, we need to push woodworking hard. So the main thing that we need to do here is balance our population with a heavy military, right? Because we all know how strong Miss Hunt is in that case. We do have a good timber production. That is the most important thing. And we're also going to have, well, a bit of a marketplace over here. Let's get the road over there. And we only have 20,000 on the account here, so really not much. And let's build the first marketplace. Let's see. This is the maximum range of it. So it has 100% happiness for my people. Because that's important. And then we can have exactly this block here. And that's the end of it. Right, so this is agriculture. Age of agriculture. And right, let's continue scouting with my flagship there as well. Beautiful. Ah, the graphics in this game are so beautiful. We need to find Miss Hunt. We need to find Archie amongst all. We need to find the pirate. That is really important. We have unlocked a few new articles here for the newspaper. We do have a bit of oil. I don't think we're going with oil though anytime soon. So the main goal right now is to reach workers and then get a weapon production up and running for our fleet. That is. I'm going to stop those two here because they need the workforce for now. So I can stop them, then don't need the workforce then. And right, it's going to take a bit of time because the forest huts over here need to replant. They need to plant here first. But, well, that's the case for every forest hut that you built. And our flagship is still on the way. That is a very cute island here indeed. What can you do in this island here? Copper. And coal. Yeah, I think it's good for copper. But that's really it. As we sail past it. There is another island coming up. What do we have here? Some red pepper, some hops. Hops is nice. So I'm aiming for this one as my second island here because we have hops here. Hops is very important for the beer. But if Miss Hunt is faster, then we'll have to take this one here. She's definitely faster. So the AI is really not exactly fair on expert difficulty, but we'll just see about that. There we have the pirate, Calamity Cove. There she is again. I wonder what happens with her. Let's continue in this direction there. I still haven't found Archie. We do have a small island here. He must be on a small island. Oh!
My humble duty to you,
where is he?
and I'm confident you
there he is. Oh, we didn't even see the island. Interesting. We didn't even see the island. He's not selling anything other than timber at the moment. I would so love to purchase some steel beams so we can go for the next island right away. Nope, unfortunately that is not possible. Alright, the lumberjack huts are finally producing, so the timber is coming in. We, however... Oh, we have the farmers. Let's activate the other lumberjacks that we have here and the sawmills. That's fine. So there we have our production. And now we really just need to start growing our settlement here. I've played for 2 hours already. Look at that. Just started. Right, over here we have the next islands. Far away though. And yeah, we have Archie and the pirate in the same corner. That is a bit strange. I thought they were always the opposite corners, but well, you never stop learning. That is. Oh, is something happening with my timber? I hope not. Nah, everything's fine. Takes a bit of time there to ramp up the timber production. Alright, so we get the first timber in. Main priority is now to get my farmer population up a bit, so we do have the workforce. Money is going down now, so we need to look out for that. And of course, this is a 1 versus 1. We have Miss Hunt in the menu here. We're going to declare war right away.
Declare war?
So I think this is the first time that I actually declare war on her first before she does. In that case, well, that's it. We are staying at war now for eternity until one of us dies. That is the goal after all. And oh yeah, now we do have a bit of timber. First of all, we also need Yeah, 2 fisheries. We can afford that. Right? Even though the workforce is lacking then again. But fish is the first real good. And it's already down there at 0. Not good. But with the fish coming in, we will be seeing then an increase in the workforce. And this is our small little settlement here for now. On a fine, sunny day. Where is Miss Hunt? There she is! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. Now let's get back home. I now know where she is. What is my flagship doing? Come on. Alright, that flagship has a bad position there right now. Very good. We survived this one, our first little battle here. And my flagship is not looking so good at the moment. It needs to get home there ASAP. I can barely see the cat. That is the first contact here. Let's get to my harbor and... there she is. So she's got a fishery. She's got her first potato farms there. Mainly lumberjacks as well. And there's a little settlement. So I'm not intimidated by how quickly she grows, because I know the AI is a bit unfair in the beginning, but we catch up. We're going to catch up.
Milestone.
And we have reached the village status. That means that, well, we do have now fish in store, so my farmers grow a bit here, and we can continue with a few more farmer houses here. My flagship should be repairing itself. It is. Very good. So no problem here. Let's go to Archer, because we can purchase some timber to speed up the whole thing here, right? At the moment, we're not really that quick there. Alright. Bit of timber comes in now way quicker than before. And I'm inclined, or, well, I'm tempted to go with the next production, or my very first production chain here, the schnapps and the workflow soon. But right now, I really need my workforce to get up, as the people here are growing. They're a bit unhappy right now. That's because we don't have a pub. So that is our first service building that we can build, the pub. And yeah, let's build the pub here, I think. Or here. Let's have it here. Right? And this will now, yeah, give it my content population again. We do have a bit of room here then for some ornaments later. I mean, we're going to have some time for that as well. Archie is now on the ocean as well. So he has a trader, a schooner, and he's now starting to sell and purchase goods. So what we can do actually is, I'm going to purchase a bit of timber if he has the time for it. Even though timber is coming in now more quickly. And while we wait for more timber to come in, what we can actually do is, well, we can lay out our town a bit more. And as I said, this is not a beauty building contest here. It's competitive. So in that case, we really want to get the maximum out of that city here. Right, I think that's fine. Then we have the streets. I love the blueprint system for that. That is really good. And then we can just upgrade it later. Now that's fine looking. We do have more timber in storage, and let's build a few more houses. We have 120 workforce right now. That looks good. Archie fulfilled a trade route. He sold us some timber there. And we are down here. Oh, he only sells one timber though. That's not much. Let's rather get back home here, because I don't want to be caught off guard if she comes for me. Right, so far everything is looking fine. We do have a bit more timber again. Let's start our first production. We need to get over here. Let's see that we can make this as close as possible. That is perfectly fine. So over here we're going to have the wool, and here we're going to have the schnapps then as well. Together with the lime or the clay deposit here, we do need a warehouse. Right, and then we're going to start with potato farms. They don't cost that much, lucky us. And we can just, oops, build the first potato farms here to get the schnapps flowing. That is the first one. I'm going to have 2 more. And in this case, I really love the copy tool, so we can make this really easy. And yeah, here, the farming DLC, Bright Harvest, comes into a good hand then later, when we can improve those farms without wasting any more space, because space is really, really important now. And boosting those productions then by, well, 300%, up to 300% is amazing. And that is something we definitely will have to use them. Now we do need a few more distilleries, 3 of them. And, well, obviously a fire station. Let's have the fire station over here. We're playing on expert, so don't forget that. We're going to have lots of fires. Beautiful building here. Fire station. Just overall such an amazing game. And what is that? Oh, that's her ship. Okay. Funny that I can see it from my city. We have a resident quest, the first one. Hubby's a terrific firefighter, but he has a terrible habit of disappearing after his shift. Last time they found I'm passed out by the pub, and now I'm worried sick. They might have fallen somewhere. Puzzle quest, find and collect the farmer's husband. Close to the pub, it seems. Somewhere here. And I must be blind that I don't find him. There they are. It's actually more husbands. The farmer's husband, he's got quite a lot of them.
We'll gather
and we do get a boson equipped for ships, navigation and force. Very good. Our first item that we can equip, that's also come in very handy. We need those items to gain the upper hand for, well, the battles then. And let's build more farmers. In that case, the schnapps should be coming in now. Schnapps distillery is flowing. And we get the first schnapps. Also very handy now is the statistics menu that we have. So we can see here we have a surplus of 4 for the schnapps right now. Oh, and what I can see is that fish is at 3 as well. So both of them are looking fine. And yeah, we do have the workforce. We do have the timber. Let's continue building a few more timber here. A few more lumberjack huts. So in that case, 2 more. And then 2 more sawmills here that we can have. And it's always good to have a direct connection to the sawmill, because the transporter will transport to the sawmill and the sawmill then to the warehouse here. Now the warehouse of course will be a bit full here with so many sawmills supplying it, but it's totally fine, you know, it doesn't matter really, it's just a small loss there. I don't want to have another warehouse here. Money is so important and we are losing it. A few more farmers here. And yeah, let's continue with the blueprints. In that case, I will have some bigger buildings here in the center then as well. For now, let's have some farmers here. But later, we're going to have then, well, a church here in the middle of school. Stuff like that. What we need, you name it. And let's have this one. This one. And down here. That is fine. And then we can have the streets to connect all of that. So that is our basic city there. Of course, we're going to change it then later. Right now, we want to have as many farmers as possible in a close range there. Very good. The city is growing. We can have a few more upgrades. And yeah, my goal is also to have a second island soon with a second city. Most likely this one here. It has potato and grain as well. This one has potato. They're all not very good. This one here is the best. It has the hops. Having a city here would be very good. We need 2 cities. So we need 2 cities to support the fleet. That is the main problem that we have here.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
Righto. More and more timber is coming in now, very quickly. And those 2 are starting to produce now as well. That is fine. And we can actually go with the next production chain, which is the work cloth that we need to upgrade our workers then. We have no fire yet, so I'm not going with a fire station yet. The first fire is usually not so dramatic. In that case, let's have the marketplace here. And then we can have those sheep farms along the way here in that case. And I think the sheep farms are also upgradable with the tractor, but we'll see that later. We can always, you know, we can always move around the fields. The same here with the potato fields. We can always make a bit of room here for the tractor barn then. No problem. So we don't need to have a space between them, and we can do the same thing for the wool here. And I'm going to build 2 for now. That is perfectly fine. And 2 framework knitters in all their glory. Beautiful. We have actually enough timber again. Workforce is fine. Timber is fine. Let's upgrade. We are really bad on the balance side there at the moment. Work cloth is coming in then soon. And then we got the first fire. Very good. Let's have a fire station. We can have that over here. Of course, it needs a bit of time to ramp up, but it's no problem. The first fire, and it actually has a good reach. The second fire station is going to be over here then. We're going to have lots of fires, so a second fire station is very, very useful. Let's have it here. That's fine, and we can continue with more buildings. And just because it's so much fun, let's go for first person mode. And there is the fire. Well, the music never stops really. Lots of people are watching already as the inferno spreads. And my firefighters are here already dousing the flames. Lots of people actually join in the spectacle that we have there right now. And yeah, we have more timber. And I think we could soon start upgrading, right? Workload is in. Let's have a look there real quick. We produce +1. That is totally fine. We should be seeing the first upgrades here soon. We definitely have reached level 3 though. Alright, a little bit later we can finally upgrade our first buildings. Let's do that. Our first block of workers. And thus we have reached the age of industrialization. And they need a whole bunch of new things. And with that we finally have a positive balance as well. And let's upgrade a few more. And use a bit of the timber that we have. And we have now reached also the port town status. Lots of influence comes with that. So we have 120. I think the newspaper guy should be visible soon. Now with the workers, first workers move in. With the workers we now have also access then to the bricks that we need. And the weapon factory here most of all. And also the steel beams, which is our priority. Because with steel beams you can settle on new islands. And look at that. Miss Hunt has settled on the other island already. Like it's totally impossible to have the steel beams up so quickly. But she is here. Can we purchase steel beams now at Archie? We still cannot do that. Archie has a quest for us though. We should do that. The expedition was a success, but rough seas have claimed one of Her Majesty's treasures en route. She would be most indebted if you could recover it. Flotsam. Oh no. It's in the worst possible position. Righto. Over here is the Flotsam. So really just at the doorsteps of Miss Hunt. Oh god. Hopefully we manage that without her flagship attacking us. My flagship is on its way. Artifact finding, we do get 4,000 coin. That is something I really don't want to miss. That is a good amount of money there. Let's upgrade more farmers. And let's upgrade more workers. Oh well, let's build more farmers and let's upgrade some farmers there as well. With all the timber that we have there. Very good. Balance is looking fine.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
And we do need a very good balance and lots of money for the steel beams industry. It is so expensive. How is her city looking? Workers. Fine, she's got a church already. Let's actually do something here. Let's start with the clay production as well. Over here we have the clay deposit. Yeah, let's have it here. Right, we do need a bit more timber. Should be coming in quickly. Okay, my ship slipped past here. Oh, but she is on her way to us. I cannot risk my ship here. How should I be doing that? Has she seen me? Is she following me now? I don't think so. I think she's going for the other island. Over here. So I think we will be able to sneak past it. Alright, the flagship is going to Milk Church, she's called it. And we are going with our Cloudburst over here to that Flotsam. So she wasn't actually hunting us, Miss Hunt. She was actually going for her other city.
On our way.
Right, and we need to not focus on the ship there too much. Let's build our 2 brick factories here, so we start producing out a clay pit as well that we need then. And we're doing that with the second one here right away. Wait a second, there we have a second one. Let's get over here. Have another warehouse. And then 2 brick factories that we can afford. That's good. And timber is down again. We have collected the Flotsam. And let's get over here again and then onwards to Archie. She doesn't see us right now. And we need to get that fleet up quickly. I mean, the good thing about Anno is that we have a defense in our town already, which is really strong. Requires, I think, 2 gunboats and the flagship. So in that case, we do have a bit of time still. And the first newspaper. Let's have one propaganda for the money in the center here. Spend, spend, spend. We do lose a bit of influence there. We don't need the influence for anything else. And in that case, a bit more tax income is always nice. Let's get more farmers here. And there it is. Now it goes over here, and then it goes to Archie.
Flagship at your service.
Right, and we do have the boson on board. Actually, with the boson, we should be stronger. Damage slowdown is minus 40% in that case. We wouldn't be so slow then. Ultimately, you know. There it goes. Actually, we are sailing against the wind, not the best one. And I so love the cat as my new sigil. Very good. Timber-wise, we are fine. Let's upgrade more farmers. Those guys here. Oh, and we get a new quest with that. And those guys here. Let's have a look at that.
Take it before I change my mind.
You know, Goof, I haven't had a thing to complain about in weeks. Not feeling like myself, honestly. I would even like to give you a gift. What's happening to me? Collect the gift. What are you giving me? Oh, a bruiser. Harbor activity, 10%. And for the expedition bonus, that's good. 10 plus 10 for the expedition.
On every street corner in no time.
And we have unlocked the Bright Harvest DLC. Silos.
I know you're busy, but I've a favor.
And she asked me to build a pig silo. I can't do that until I have oil. So in that case, nothing to see here. Let's build more farmers. How's my production looking? Fish is now even. Schnapps is even. Wood cloth is going down. Let's continue upgrading our sheep farms here for that. There we have another one, and I think, yeah, let's build us the farm here, and then another one here. That should be fine. That allows us 2 more framework knitters there. Just here in the corner of the whole thing. Doesn't really cost us that much. We do need more fish. Let's have 2 more fisheries there as well. Let's finish those farmers. Oh, and we actually have a destroyed building here in the center. Oh, right, and my mistake. Silos actually need wheat. And not the oil. The tractors is what needs the oil. Totally right there.
Aye, aye.
Has been some time. There is Archie. And timber. Yeah, let's use it on some more farmers if we can. But in that case, work cloth should be fixed now, so we have additional sheeps there. Schnapps is something we also need to upgrade then. And the timber is not growing quickly enough there. Over here we have a bit of space, so let's build 2 more lumberjacks. Let's have one here. And one here, together with the sawmills. I need more timber, and I need it quickly. So how many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lumberjack huts.
New orders?
We're barely positive right now. We do have a bit of money left. Now we have 10,000 again almost. Very good. Thank you, Archie. You sell something useful. Oh, steel beams. Very good. 5 of them. We have 2 still here. Right, I need 8. So I need 6 here. And once that is available, we can settle on another island. We should do this so quickly before Miss Hunt is doing that. I don't know, I think we're going with a bigger one instead of the one with the hops. The hops is too small. Right, let's have a look again at our resources here. Wood cloth is now positive. Schnapps is something that we can still increase. Right, so that's what we need. We have a good workforce right now. Let's upgrade more farmers. Oh, we cannot do that yet because workload still needs to replenish. And we have bricks now enough. Very good. We have the money, so we have to start with our steel beam production now. Over here we have the iron deposit, number 1. Yeah, that was the one. So here we can build the warehouse now. In that case here, so here we still have room for a bit of a harbor area later. And let's have our iron mine here. Having 15 seconds, that means we can have 2 furnaces here. Oh, they need lots of workers though. 2 of them, and then we have the charcoal kiln. So we have one here with 100%. They really don't need much wood area though. That's a good thing. What's that? Limestone. Oh, we don't need limestone for quite some time. So let's actually have the charcoal here. 2 of them. Very good. They can overlap quite a bit. That is fine. And then we have the furnace here, the first one. Right, and we can have a second one then as well. In that case, we need to upgrade more. We should have now the workload again. We do. It's at +2. And yeah, let's have a few more for the workforce. Alright, let's have a look at Archie again. He's selling 1 steel beam. Very good. We can have 1 steel beam. We have 6 steel beam now. Let's get back to Hayden and get the resources we need and settle on the second island so that we can build our second island up. And we need to be careful here though, because pirates roam the oceans now here. And we certainly don't want to get caught off guard with those pirates over there. There's Archie coming along, and we can already see Hayden in the back there. Beautiful island coming up with some snow-covered mountains. What a beautiful game. Let's get rid of the quest there. Unfortunately, no other quest here so far. Let's upgrade that ruin there. I want to do that long ago. We have a bit of timber again. And we have over 100 workers. Oh, it needs 200 workers to steelworks, alright. The bricks though we should have soon. Let's upgrade a few more. We have unlocked a few new buildings now. We have finally the weapons production. Very good. And the police station, so riots will be happening soon as well.
Attention for the Admiral.
And in that case, let's load the steel beams that we have. Some 10 tons of timber and 10 tons of bricks. And let's... Oh, no, actually we need 40 tons of timber to found the next settlement there. Beautiful little town here in 1800. Now we have everything and we can settle on a second island. In that case here, I think it's this one here. It's close to my other harbor area. And the cool thing here is we can have a defense of tower stun. So this is our little channel here then later where she cannot pass through anymore. That's important. And there we have our second settlement. And I'm going to call it after one of my patrons there as well, Sexton. Greetings to you. I hope you enjoyed.
Flagship ready for orders.
And in Sexton, we are going to have a little additional village here. Let's see. We start off with with the first one, right? So we do have a bit of a timber production. Where should we place this one? Oh, I don't have that much money. Let's not waste too much time there. Over here. A small warehouse. We're going to add, let's see. That is iron, okay. So we will need to use it then at some point. And there we have... Let's make 3 out of it first. And then the sawmills here. And thus a second city is spawned. The only thing we need now is another marketplace that we can have here. And then some houses. Right, we can still deliver some timber over here that we need then. Meanwhile, we have more timber here to upgrade. We need them because now we can finally go with our first steelworks that we need. There it is. And the second furnace we can build as well. 2 furnaces, 1 steelworks, and we have now enough room for some weapon production, though my money is now down, of course.
New orders?
Let's get a bit of timber there still. 20 tons should be fine. To start over here as well. Alright, and I think it's soon time for another marketplace. Let's have a few more farmers here. And statistics wise, we're still fine. We can still build more farmers. Those steelworks are so expensive. It's really, really incredible. Cost me 200 on my balance there, only the steelworks. That's why we need a second city ASAP. Because we could never afford a fleet like that. And here we continue then.